Here come the Capitals.
He's in alone. A shot and a goal!
Bondra gets number 5.
Alexander Ovechkin.
The Capitals are champions.
Any long-standing Washington Capitals fan will remember the spring of 1990. And there's one particular player who had a playoff spring that you dream about, and it's John Druce.
John was always a very good player, but never was a high-scoring player.
I scored 8 goals during the regular season. I was never a star. Probably played third, fourth line minutes most of the time, in and out of the lineup, obviously.
But I remember when he came up, he was in a groove again. He was confident. I remember the morning of the playoffs in New Jersey. I said, Johnny, let's show these older guys how to win some playoff games.
Centered it. Score! It went in! John Druce.
And it started out, John had a good first game.
Tucker moves in. He's got some room. Centered it. Score! Druce from Tucker.
And then he kept following it up with goals, and important goals at the time, too.
Kasatonov wrote him off. Centered shot. Carreri score! They did it again! John Druce! It's all over. The Capitals win.
Opening game of the Patrick Division Finals here at Madison Square Garden in New York.
Game 1, we got killed. We should have lost by 20 goals.
The New York Rangers take the first game of the series.
So it was the next game that Johnny just started to crush them.
Back to Stevens. His shot, a save by Van Beesbrook. They score! On the rebound, John Druce.
Suddenly, anything he touched was in the back of the net.
They score! John Druce tips it in.
A couple of us were in the penalty box for some violent infractions, and when we got out, we were winning because of Johnny Druce.
Druce has been the man tonight for the Caps.
And a hat trick today.
Score the hat trick, going back home. Mike Lude says to me, he says, Druce, says, well, he goes, it's great you got the hat trick. He says, now they're just going to expect it again.
He does. Courtnall shoots a save by Richter. Druce with the rebound. He scores!
So then that night, go out, get 2 goals, 2 assists, 4-point night.
John Druce has scored again.
And there was a point in the series where I literally go to the defenseman on an offensive faceoff, say, look, just get it through the net. I'll get it.
Rebound is hooked and they score!
John Druce, he's the man of the hour.
He scores time after time, on and on and on, like it never would end.
Where's it at? They score! And guess who scored it?
Boy, he's done it again, John Druce.
The Druce is loose. That was the saying.
I mean, 11 goals in 10 games. Jeff, no one would have thought that possible.
How about John Druce? What a remarkable story. The unsung hero of the Capitals playoff series so far is John Druce.
John Druce is for real.
And he put that stretch together. But you kind of, again, were watching and you were kind of thinking, okay, this is going to end at some point.
The Capitals certainly had a chance to put this game away. And right now, they've got overtime. Courtnall turns, center, the shot, and goal! A sudden death overtime goal has given the Washington Capitals their first Patrick Division championship.
It was unbelievable. It was elation. The whole team was coming and jumping on you.
And to go in Madison Square Garden and to make all those Ranger fans cry.
And this red-hot man has given the Capitals their greatest moment in history.
He almost single-handedly got the Capitals in to the Eastern Conference Finals, a spot that they hadn't been.
To go a long ways in the playoffs, you need to have luck, you need to have health, you need to have the right system, right coaching staff, everything. And we had that until we didn't.
This crowd here at the Cap Center has appreciated what the Capitals have done.
I think if we kept going, he would have been MVP.
I still haven't seen it in the National Hockey League where someone tore it apart like that. And you look back, it was a long time before anyone came close.
Looking for something in the middle. Through to Ovechkin. He scores! That a new Washington franchise record.
It took Ovi 4 rounds to pass what Johnny did in 3 rounds.
Well, it took so long. I'd say I'm very happy for him. It's an honor for me to be even mentioned in the same breath as Alex Ovechkin.
When you go back and look at the Stanley Cup Finals, who were some of the guys that scored some of the biggest goals? Lars Eller, Devontae Smith-Pelly, Andre Burakovsky, Jay Beagle. All those guys were third, fourth line guys. So to have a guy like John Druce do it back then, the unexpected source when your other players were still playing well as well, that sometimes is the separator. There's where you see the difference between teams who get deep into the playoffs.